Once upon a time. Later.
I wish.
And the same for our kingdom.
More than anything.
That the young princess,
more than life,
the lad Jack,
more than footmen,
and a baker with his family.
No, miss.
I wish.
More than anything.
More than the moon.
There. I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life.
It's time to come for a festival.
More than riches.
The kingdom up in the sky.
More than anything.
I wish we had more room.
Another room. But despite some minor inconveniences, they were all very content.
I didn't think I'd weather free.
I didn't think I'd find perfection.
I didn't think I would be so happy. Not enough happy moments. I didn't think we'd be this rich.
I never thought we'd have a
I didn't know I would be so happy. Happy now, happy pets, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one round.
Pots of pets.
With my cow.
Little girl. Darling, I must go now.
We should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them. I'm going to be the perfect one. I'm going to be a perfect one.
I'm going to be a perfect
I'm going
mom.
to see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my wife. I would have settled for another than to become a wife. That portion smile, I'm so happy. If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we could simply move to another cottage?
We will not move. This was my father's cottage, and it will be my son's too.
You would raise your baby alongside a witch?
Why does he always cry when I have to take him?
Babies cry, he's fine. You mean told him as if you were so fragile.
He wants his mother here.
I can't take care of him all the time.
I will care for him when he is older.
We had to go through thick and thin. I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been.
I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you all right?
You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look.
Destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear. Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
Dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
A magical.
Imaginary.
Ribbon.
Extinct.
A giant.
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom. Crunch.
We are moving.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before stopping to visit Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker. What can we do for you? you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that has been wrought upon our house today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker went on to tell Jack and his mother he feared there was a giant in the land.
Oh, I can recognize a giant's footstep.
You'll do no such thing.
Any help?
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you volunteering to come to my aid.
A dead giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Listen, young man. Giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm going to take the news to the castle nonetheless.
And when the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see
Then
it.
how do you know there is a giant in the land?
Our house has been destroyed and there are
That
footprints
could
to
have been
prove.
caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door.
Wait.
A nearby household had a giant not too long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
That giant was slain.
Wait! Princess, we have a small child. Our child was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance to me.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will bring this news up to the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm off to market, Jack.
Goodbye, Mother.
Now I want you to stay inside.
But I haven't been outside all day.
Jack, listen to me. I don't want you out when there might be a giant on the loose.
But Mother, I know how to kill him.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
But Mother, if I...
Enough! Now I want you to promise me, son, that you won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. Now I want you to promise. Promise?
I promise.
Mwah. Oh, what happened to your house? We've had a baking accident.
Baking accident?
No use frightening the young thing.
Can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will just have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
Why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We've had an accident, too. I came home to find our house collapsed, as if a big wind blew it in. And I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh, no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? What are Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh, no, a princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Good idea. I will disguise myself and go see what's wrong. Thank you, birds. We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We can't let her roam about the woods by herself.
All right. I will take you.
Oh, I don't need anyone to take me. I've been many times before.
But not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No!
And I'm not about to stay in this house with the baby when a wind might return there, too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm gonna find that giant anyway.
To the woods, it's always right. You think you'll last you through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we're not too near. Into the woods, away from here.
Into the woods to find a giant.
To the woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not too late. It's just another journey. Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods
to shield the
To
child.
flee the wind.
to find a future.
To shield,
To flee.
To find. To fix.
to hide,
To move.
To battle. To see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company for 14 years, and then blinded my prince, and then banished me to a desert where I had little to eat, and again no company.
Because of the way you treated me, I'll never ever be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay with me. There's a giant running about.
Ah, good brother. What a surprise.
Brother, how good to see you.
What brings you into the woods today?
I'm investigating the news of a giant.
You? Investigating the news of a giant? Father would not even do that. That is business for your steward. Or less.
And what brings you to the woods?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. She has been subject to hysterical fits of crying. Moods that no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, why don't you tell me what really brings you into the woods today?
High in a tower like yours was but piled of beauty asleep. All round the tower a thicket of briar 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside the basket, a maiden, alas, just as untakeable. What unmistakable agony is the way always born. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always and almost to anything almost or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket,
A thicket's no trick, is it thick?
it's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with a stick.
Just bought even one prick, it's
My thing about blood, well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves.
Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the tasks unachievable, mountains unscalable, limits conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, woe, not to know what you miss.
While they lie there for
And
years,
you cry on their fears.
what unbearable bliss.
Agony that can cut like a knife. Oh well, back to my Rapunzel, I must be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
Well, we went down the dell.
Perhaps you forgot the way.
Oh, the path is straight.
Was straight. Now there is no path.
Oh, where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No!
We'll just have to find Granny's house without the path.
Oh, Mother warned me never to stray from the path.
The path is straight from you.
Oh, wait. Now, that looks familiar, see? In the distance.
Yes, I recognize it.
Exactly.
way.
It's the steward and royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh, no.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something about it?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
And I warned you that you can't count on a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it's best we go back to the village now.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
What?
All that was left of my garden was a sack of beans. And there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
husband.
There is no lad here.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
We'll get him for you right away.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wind. It's because of you I have no mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter. Then he stole our gold, our hen, and our harp. Then he killed my husband, and now I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him. You are wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Now give me the boy.
We already told you he's not
The
here.
girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he is delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her. I no longer have my powers. If I did, you think I'd be standing here with all of you? No. We'll have to give her someone. Who? The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead? No! How dare you! Put them out of their misery.
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman. Fine. Then what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It is terribly interesting to examine the moral issue at question here. The finalities of stories such as these dictates that... sorry, I tell the story. I'm not part of it.
That's right.
Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
Well, that's my role. You must understand there must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside.
You're making a big mistake.
Nonsense!
You must always have an outside observer to pass the story along.
Something. We don't like the way you've been telling them.
If you drag me into this mess, you'll never know how the story ends. Why, you'll be lost.
Wait, he's right. He's the only one who knows the story.
Do you think it'll be fun when you have to tell the stories yourselves? I think of your baby.
Stop. He's right. Let him go. Please.
Put that away.
Well, that's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos, do you? You must always have an outside observer.
He's the lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the lad.
Don't drop him!
Why did you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him, too.
We might have thought of something else.
If it was up to you, a decision would never be made.
But now that he's gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
We'll manage.
Must I swear on you for the lad?
No!
Jack is just a boy. We had no food to eat and no money, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for those beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
Nonsense. He was your responsibility, and now I must punish him for his wrong.
We've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You're getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who has been flouncing around through our kingdom?
Shh, be quiet.
I'll hide my son and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the
You'll
giant.
never ever find him.
I'm warning
And if you don't go back right now, we'll get you for everything that you've done to us. We'll get you for...
Where is your son?
No, this is not the boy. Stay here.
The boy is hiding in the steeple tower.
Rapunzel!
That's true.
Yes.
If he's not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel, my love, wait!
No, don't step on her. She's a...
She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Promise me you won't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt as I lie here at death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise. Promise.
All right, I promise.
No, come away from there. What's wrong with you?
You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
to return to normal?
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom.
Shh, we can't take everyone.
Fools, there is nowhere to hide.
She's right. We have to stay here and find our way out of this together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants, and others are not. I simply don't have the constitution, and as long as I could be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on them all.
You shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish?
What?
How many wolves have you carved up?
Well, a wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother.
Stop it!
I suggest we find that boy and give her what she wants.
But if we give her the boy, she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
One moment. Take it one step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yeah, he's really a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
You people are so blind! It's because of that boy that there's a giant in our land. So while you continue talking about this problem, I'll find the lad and serve him to the giant for lunch.
Are we gonna let her feed that boy to the giant?
No.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
We'll fan out. It will increase our chances of staying.
But what if one of us gets lost?
We'll count our steps from right here. And you stay here with the baby. I do not want you roaming about the woods.
You would leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby is asleep. He will be safe with the girl.
But what if a giant were to return here?
The giant will not harm them, I know.
How do you know?
I know.
But what if a giant...
But what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing? 100 paces. Go!
1, 2...
Hello, sir. You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yes.
And what are you doing alone in the woods?
I came with my husband. It's a long story.
He would let you venture alone in the woods?
No, actually, it was my choice.
Your choice? How brave.
Brave?
Yes, brave. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait 1 moment, please. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Yes.
And I have a baker.
Yes, how foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
But this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings, let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant. Best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack! Jack! 82, 83, 84. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree is fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Don't say that.
It's true. You wouldn't understand.
You must come with me. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
It's what I understand princes do.
Not all princes.
You look just like the princess, only dirtier. You are the princess!
Oh, please, get up. Get up. I'm not the princess here.
What are you to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard. We came upon the royal family. The castle has been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You must come with me. You will be safe in our company.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant!
The giant? I had almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. Our moment, shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. I shall not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods. And how alive you made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth, and a baker for bread, and a prince for whatever. Never. It's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment. One peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more? Either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never? And that's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you'd never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment. You can't live in these woods. And to get what you wish, only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go, don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to or, makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods.
She should be back by now.
She wouldn't get lost. I'm sure she'll return.
No, I must go in search of her.
Well, then we'll come too.
No, you stay here with the baby. I will count 100 paces. I shall return soon. 1, 2, 3.
Look who I found.
Don't let her be near the giant.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
You're hurting me.
Let go of him.
Leave him alone.
Where did you find this? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was underneath a tree.
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could this have happened? I should have never let her wander off alone.
I buried her in a footprint.
I should have insisted she stayed home.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead.
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now I suggest we get that boy to the giant before we're all so much dead. You stay away from him. This is no time to be soft-hearted. He's going to the giant, and I'm taking him.
Yes, he's the one to blame. It's because of you there's a giant in our midst, and my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault I was given those beans who persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans there have been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told. Were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
See, it's your fault.
No!
So it's your fault.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, though. I always stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
What is that, kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get the cow to get the curse reversed.
It's his father's fault that the curse got placed, and the place got cursed in the first place.
Oh, then it's his fault.
So-
It was his fault.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though. I chopped down the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place? Second place?
Yes. How?
Well, who had the other bean?
The bean?
The other bean!
Happened in the other
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's yours!
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
No, it's hers.
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute. She exchanged that bean to obtain your shoe, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that your wife? Oh dear, but I never knew, and so I threw a double here. It's your fault. But
See, it's her fault. And it isn't mine at all.
What?
When the two had gone back up again, we were
you agreed it, did you need that hand?
But I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault then. Yes, the woman brought the harp in the first place.
The harp, yes.
She went and dared me to.
I dared you
She
to.
dared me to. She said that I was scared.
No, I
She dared me.
So it's your fault.
Wait a minute, you hadn't dared
Then you
to.
were left the harp alone, and you had thrown away the bean in the first
Well,
place.
if she hadn't raised him in the first place.
Bean
You had to raise them in the first place.
It's your fault.
You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
The last midnight, it's my last wish. It's my last midnight. Soon it will be boom, squish. Told a little lie, stole a little bow, broke a little bow. Did you? Had to get your prince, had to get your cow, have to get your wish, doesn't matter how, anyway it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight, the boom splat, nothing but a bad midnight, everybody's mad flat, nothing we can do, not exactly true. We can always give her the boy. No, of course what really matters is the blame. Somebody to blame. Find that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch, you're all liars and thieves like his father. Like his son will be too, oh why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight, so goodbye. You're coming at you last midnight. Soon you see the sky fall. You're going to be, have another beat. Beats made for making you rich. Let the man make soar. Here you want some more. Listen to the road lines by the score. Well, you can blame another bitch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. You leave me alone.
You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on a boat. All right, mother, when love will be again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me clothes and hands to stay away from this book and the gloom and the doom and the
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giants.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes, maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find our way out of this together.
It doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
But we need your help.
You don't understand. It was my wife who made all the decisions. I followed her for everything.
You would leave your child?
My child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
But wait!
I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that the truth?
It's because of you all this has happened.
I strayed into the garden to give your mother a gift. And I thoughtlessly took some of those beans for myself. But how was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt. And now aren't you making the same mistake?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. Please, no more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint in turn, I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from these ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. But where did you have in mind? You have to take care, unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions. Different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, let's do it. Why sit around resigned? The trouble is, son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I fear, forget, though we won't. Like father, like son. No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore witches. All the curses. All the woes, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses. All the wondering what even worse is still in store. All the children, all the giants, no more.
I knew you wouldn't leave.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. He always cries when I...
Now what are we to do?
We must think of a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We'll all have to think.
If only there was some way we could surprise her.
Oh, she's too tall to surprise. Oh, good friends, I need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? How could I ever thank you? You can talk to the birds. The birds will help.
How?
When the giant comes, they'll attack her and strike out her eyes till she's blind.
What good will that do?
Well, then you can strike her, or whatever you do to kill a giant.
When she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
She'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch.
What?
We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch.
And her shoes will stick to the ground.
And I'll climb up a tree and strike her from behind.
I will climb the tree too. It will take 2 mighty blows.
Oh, I'm excited.
To kill the giant.
Quick, it will be dark soon. We need to find some more pitch.
Oh, there's some at Granny's.
Here, you stay here with the baby. We shall return soon.
Don't cry, little one. I know you miss your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, what are you doing in those clothes? And with a child? You must return to the castle at once. There's a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Perhaps it is because I'm not your only love.
But I do love you. Yes, it is true.
Why, if you loved me, would you have strayed?
I thought that if I had you, that I'd be as happy and as content as I could ever be. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I, too, on occasion have wanted more. But that doesn't mean I went and searched for it. If this is how you act as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere.
I think you should go.
But darling, I do love you.
Consider that I have been lost, a victim of the giant.
Is this what you wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Yours was a dream. Now I want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran from me.
And I, the faraway prince. They're almost finished. You see over there between those 2 trees? When the giant comes, we're to send her there. Good. I wanted to climb the tree too, but well, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong? My granny's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. I think my mother and my granny would be very angry with me. Why? Well, they said to always make them proud, and here I am about to kill somebody. Not somebody. A giant who has been doing harm. But the giant's a person. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances. Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you.
You're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. For no one is alone. I wish I know.
Wait till Mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother's dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you. She was dealt a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
No. Why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
Steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I'm going to slay him.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
We shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
No.
So then he must die.
Not necessarily.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong too.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear
Things,
now.
fight things.
Feel you lost your way.
You decide what you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is alone.
No one is alone, believe me. You move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone. People make mistakes. Others, people make mistakes. Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone.
Honor their mistakes.
For their mistakes, one another's terrible mistakes. Witches can be right, giants can be good. You decide what's right, you decide what's good.
Just remember,
Someone is on your side, our side.
someone else is not.
While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot they are not alone. No one's alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go.
Things will come out
Right now, we can make it so. Someone is on your side.
Here she comes. Remember, don't let her know of our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know.
Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Wait, tell me where he is.
Over there.
Yeah, you see that tree where the birds are clustered? Jack is in that tree hiding.
Thank you. Now justice shall be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
mounted spoon can catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope. The harder to wake, the better to have.
Excuse me.
Greater the good, the harder the blow.
When going to hide, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first. A knife and a sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
Now may we all return home and let us hope there's no more killing.
Well, where am I to go? There's no one to take care of me now.
You'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will.
Sure, I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend and a pet.
Of course, we have no place to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
Come on, it'll be fun.
My house is in shambles and there's hardly room for... Of course you can come and stay with us.
And you shall join us.
You'll now return to the castle?
I'll gladly help you with your house. There are times when I actually enjoy cleaning.
How proud my wife would have been of us. And how sad that my son shall never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Say that of course you were meant to have children.
How will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother, you'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one hates for God. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him know. Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a young maiden, a sad young lad,
Children will
and a childless maiden with his wife.
For the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to do, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children.
Careful the path they take, wishes come true, not dreams.
Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
Sometimes the spell may last past what you can say and turn against you.
Careful the tale that is the spell. Children will listen. Though it's fearful, though it's steep, though it's tough, you know you may lose. The path that you may come to you have to see. You have to feel.
There are always wolves, there are always spells, there are always bees, or giant dwellers. So into the woods you and not to stray or tempt the wolf or steal from the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's you, me, her, and him. The chances look small, the choices look grim, but everything you learn there will help when you return. When the light is getting dimmer, I think I see a glimmer. Into the woods you have to grow, but that's the way you learn to go. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods but not too slow. Into the woods it's nearing midnight. Into the woods to mind the wolves, to heed the wish, to wander, to try, to hide, to need, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into